all you sexy, beautiful, gorgeous bastards out there. Welcome back. Glad you made it. This is another social production. We're doing it on Wednesday, June the 7th, 2023. Thank you for joining me. If it's your first time, buckle up, buckle down. If you're tuning anywhere from Canada, the United States, Mexico, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Australia, wherever else in and around this beautiful floating blue bubble, aka Mother Earth, Father Earth, it's Mother Nature. It's a doozy of a sitch we got going on. Wherever you're tuning in from, though, I hope you're doing well. I hope your man gave you that D in the morning, that morning D. I hope you got piped up, lady, if that's what you wanted. I hope you got piped up, maybe several times. I hope that you are fully satisfied. I hope that, and if you're a fella, I hope your lady did the old classic, oh, let me wake you up, baby, with giving you a head in the morning. Nothing tells a fella you love him, or you care for him at least, or you're thinking about him, like, you know, sneaking up on him, or you don't need to sneak up on him. He's sleeping right beside you, hopefully. But like going in there earlier on it, let's say he has to wake up by 5, 6, 7, and then you go in there like half an hour, 45 minutes in early, because he's always the one like coming in from the reverse, coming in from the, giving you the old poke, wake, what is this morning, Bonner? You flip it and reverse it, turn around and just reach in his pants in the morning, a couple hours before y'all get ready to go to work or whatever it is that you got to take, and just, flipping the table, turn it around. And that's making relationships strong. That's what we do around here, baby, making relationships tighter, stronger. So yeah, man, I hope you're wet. I hope you dried up. Of course, I don't want you to be like, you know, I don't want you to catch pneumonia. Don't go out there being all sniffles and sneezing and just go, why? Oh, I got wet and stayed wet. And I whatever you do, I hope you're safe and sound. I hope you're having fun wherever you're tuning in from. Once again, if it's your first time joining us, where can you find these videos? Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Instagram. Follow me there if you like. You get it in portions, you get it in segments, you get it in parts. Subscribe on YouTube for the full-length videos and the notification, because it does drop every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And with all the videos that are out there, there's so many videos out, there's so much information, you got to get a little, hit that subscribe button so you get a reminder, like, oh my God, out of all the shows that I watch, out of all the podcasts that I watch, it's good to get a reminder, because you know what time it is, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, baby. It's your time, it's my time, it's familia time. The syndicate, the gang getting together and just having fun together, essentially, boys and girls, ladies and gents. So yeah, man, ladies and gents, if you're just out there practicing the sexuals and you're like, what can I do to enhance my, the vag grip? If you're a lady out there, you're like, how do I enhance my labia minora's strength? How do I get that elasticity to remain, if there is any elasticity? There is elasticity in our skin and our overall, as time goes by, we do get to experience more looser sensations, but you're like, how do I keep it intact? Well, exercise that bad gal, put weights in it, and then lift it up using a intricate breathing technique that I'd easily demonstrate for you had I been equipped with the fallopian tubes and the urethras, the female urethras. Nonetheless, it doesn't mean that we can't talk about it. So go ahead, do some exercises. Start with a small ball. Attach a light weight at the end of it with a rope, a dirty rope, clean rope. Preferably, you don't want to catch any diseases, or maybe you do want to get a yeast infection, because a yeast infection is best remedied with multiple yeast infections, so that your body knows who's in control. You don't want it to be like, oh, I'll give you a yeast infection and throw you off your game. You're like, no, if anybody's giving me yeast infections, it'll be me stuffing my badge with balls that are having strings attached to them. And then at the end, at the other side of the string, there's heavier weights. Each and every week, we increase the weights. Quarter of a pound, half a pound, 2, 3 pounds. Next thing you know, you're pulling massive weight. You're pulling 25, 30 pounds with your badge, dude. Just fucking... If there's like, sometimes though, if there's like a little construction, because there's large construction projects, you're like, how do I utilize this beautiful skill of mine now that I've acquired it? You've been telling me to do my badge exercises, and I have. I'm glad you've been listening. You're like, where do I use? But I feel like I can take it to the next level now. Find a construction site where they're like getting ready for that demolition. Go in there with a little tiny ball, but heavy, 50 to 100 pounds. Start taking down small walls. You know what I mean? That's a new, because that's the thing. You do see ladies nowadays, not as much, but like still, they're getting in construction as well. I've seen a few holding up signs, but this is the way you show up to a job site. You're like, what does this lady do? She can fucking hold a stop sign, flip it back and forth, you know, and also you got a wrecking ball, an attachable wrecking ball in the cervix. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and fellas. Is there anything you could do to strengthen your penile muscle? I believe the same remedy would probably work. Weights, attaching large weights. Just again, start small. You don't want to go. I don't know how much. I did Google it to try to find, because this is the stuff that keeps me up at night. I'm like, how much force is required to rip off a human penis? And I couldn't really find a clear-cut answer, because I would assume, again, different bodies, different sizes, different cacks, different, you know, you might have a cock who's never worked out in his life, and you might have a you know, a hooded soldier that's just benching on Venice Beach, pumping iron or something. I don't know, dude. Taking in all sorts of protein shakes, giving back all sorts of who knows what. But nonetheless, I think, if I'm not mistaken, but again, try to Google it yourself if you're into that kind of, if you like the facts and information. I believe it's roughly 240 pounds. I'm going to say if you have 300 pounds of force trying to remove your penis, it would be ripped off. So don't go exceeding. If you're like, how much can I pull? How much? Because that's a lot of guys. Anybody can brag about how much you can bench, how much you can triceps. I just do ceps, baby. When I don't beat around. I don't try nothing, baby. I either does it or I don't do a tricep. Why don't you just do it? You know what I mean? Oh, I've been working on my biceps. Oh, this guy's so fancy. He's got 2 ceps. Get out of here. 1 cep for this guy. Front, back, all around. 360, baby. Guns out, sun's out, buns out. Because it's summertime. But that's what it is, man. I think a lot of guys don't, you know, if you're like, where else can I, which other portion of my body can I utilize and like get abs on your cock, dude? Do you even lift? Do you even lift, doggy? How much can you lift using your cock? 5 pounds? 10 pounds? Yeah. You wanna take it to the streets, baby. We'll go out on the streets and lift all day. 50 pounds? Oh man, 150 pounds, huh? Oh, car left in neutral. You can just pull it with your cock. Could ya? Big dog? Okay. Well, I'm just saying there's different ways, and that's the thing, and I'm not quite sure where you can apply that particular set of skills in terms of acquiring yourself a job, but it's wouldn't hurt to put it on a resume. Nobody else is doing it. Because that's what it is. These days, you got to stand out, man. You got to stand out. You got to go out there and be like, I'm bringing this to the table. Put it on the table. Let it pull something. Let somebody else pull on it. You know what I mean? Impress the manager. Go ahead, pull on it. See if you can rip it off. You can't, because I've been working out. All your other body parts should just, you know what? If you are going to work out your cock, leave everything else regular. So that's because that's what you want in the streets. When they see a regular guy, but your cock's fucking like, and your pants doing fucking, what? You know? And it can pull stuff, which is, again, a skill that's probably underutilized, not appreciated, not talked about, and I'm just saying, putting it out there, ladies. Now, other stuff you could do with your badge, really, as well. I'm just thinking outside the box today. If I had a badge, I'd shoot stuff out of it. I train, dude. Ladies, tennis balls. Like, you know what I mean? What is this? A baseball game? You need a pitcher? Oh, you haven't seen this bad boy right here. I'll just like, you know, let me get on my side and fucking like pump out a couple of fastballs for you. Slippery when wet, baby. Slippery when wet. But I'm just saying, how else could you utilize a badge? Throwing stuff. It'd be like, it's like, yeah, I'd load up 6-7 tennis balls and I'd just be walking, dude. If I see targets anything, just for practicing hand-eye coordination. Get on my side, leg up, fucking fast pace, baby. Because that's what they say, you know. I'm not here to like debate whether we should have it like automatic vag or like semi-automatic vag. I'm just saying, if you know, whatever. I'm just saying, use it or lose it. That's all I'm saying. And if I had one, I'd be, if not 10 of ping pongs that are definitely doable. Little ping pongs, just like, you know, fucking stuff them in there. You could probably stuff like 12 in there if you like, 6 to 12 easily, and just fucking take out a couple of whatever you need to take out, ladies and gents. That's what I'm talking about today, boys and girls. For at least this portion of that's the most dangerous show, one of the most dangerous shows out there, one of the most extreme, highly produced, friggin' details. Oh, the devil's in the deets. Or something, ladies and gents. We're doing it here, baby. We're doing it. You and I are doing it together. Lots of exciting, and that's the thing. You got to utilize all that's available to you, and you got to have fun out there because so many things are happening right now. I believe Canada's, you know, we're having a little bit of it's been smoggy outside, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're having a little bit of wildfires, but I've got good news because I read that this is the worst wildfires, or it's the worst season of like wildfire. We've never had it as bad as this, apparently, is what I read. So this is the worst, they said, which means there's good news, which means next year it'll, like, the year's coming, because if this is the worst, it's a little smoggy outside, not gonna lie. You walk outside, it looks like we're all like kind of like camping a little bit. I feel it, like the wind just brought it over, and that's where but they said this is the worst year, which means, yo, next year a little bit better, the year after that a little bit better, year after that, is there anything even wrong? Year after that, you kind of start missing the smoke, because it's all like, because if this is the worst, then it'll like, because you can't go from worst to even worse, or worstest, the worst, because that's what it is, baby. So, you know, it's right, you know, it's not what it, like, fires happen, hurricanes happen, tornadoes happen, these things, you know. So that's one thing, that's just one thing, I'm just putting it out there, like, that's the, again, glass half full mentality. This year, a couple of days, a little bit of smog. Next year, better and better, less smog. Or we just fucking, like, you know, merge a little bit of smog in our lives. Why not? Boys and girls, ladies and gents, a lot of that's what it is, man. Life is fresh, life is exciting. So many exciting things are happening in the human world right now. We are developing things are popping, things are in China, I believe they are digging a hole, man. They just started digging a hole, and you're like, why are we talking about holes? When I see orifices, baby, I get excited. Ear hole, nose hole, mouth hole, dick hole, asshole, vag hole. The belly button was a hole. It has been, there's no entrance, so it's not technically a hole. There is an opening if you really think about it. Women's lactating nipples, also holes. Men's are, once again, shut off, not a hole, some sort of a, but again, I don't know. Maybe we've not utilized the male nipple properly in terms of, maybe, I don't know, maybe if I fucking, you know, stroke the back of my neck while I'm rubbing one of my nips, the other one will open up. I've never done that. Just the fucking, like, just a little bit of this, and then this one open. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm a fan of holes, and I like digging stuff. I like it when other people are digging stuff, because it's cool. I've also been intrigued with us digging a hole in earth, like straight through the earth, just so we can come out the other side. And I'm not, you know, they say it's not about the size of the hole. It's just how you penetrate it. You like to penetrate holes, don't you? And you like your holes to be penetrated as well. That's life on earth here. You you know, and I thought about it. I'm like, why don't we drill a hole all the way through the earth? Have we done that? And I did a little bit of research, and I've been doing, because you know, and it's research, and then you wait a little while because then people do work, and then you got to come back and do a little bit more research. So we've been digging overall. We've been diggers, just a bunch of diggers out here, man. Careful how you say that, Jesus. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that you got to get digging sometimes. You got to get digging, man. You got to get digging, and that's what it is. We've dug and dug and dug. But my question was like, how, like, could we go through the earth? And I'm not quite sure if we technically can. I'm a little bit confused. I'm a little confused. Confused? Confusion. Digging at the holes is causing me to get a little bit confused. Because the diameter of the earth is approximately 12K. Approximately. It's not much, if you think about it. Circumference, roughly 44K, give or take, depending on which area, because it's not a perfect circle, but it's fucking chunky and it's round and shit. But circumference, they say roughly 44K, give or take, different points and whatnot. Diameter going through it is roughly 12K, again, depending on where you're at. And I'm all like, yo, if we could, travel time will be cut, and you know, if I can dig a hole from here and end up on the other side of the world without having to fucking fly all the way around, I'm just saying, putting it out there. And honestly, if we could just like work in a tilt, like, you know, every 12 hours, people who want to like travel to the other side of the world, like line up at one hole on the other side, and then like, let's just like flip you start at the bottom, that's right. You start at the bottom, get at the bottom of the hole, flip the earth, now you're on top, you fall down quickly, close a hatch, and you're on the other side of the earth, baby. Still haven't really worked out the D spot. I'm interested in digging holes, and China's going out there and digging a hole, and they've started. It's going to be complete in just over a year. Other people have dug holes. Russia's dug a hole. I'm a little bit confused in terms of like, because I thought, again, like roughly 12K is the diameter of the earth, is what they're saying, right? Is what we're saying. The news report I read was saying that the Chinese government plans on digging a hole for for deep earth exploration, because we have deep space, and I've said it. Let's go deep. Let's get deep, baby. Let's peel the layers of this onion. Let's peel the layers of this orange. Doesn't really have many layers. I think the onion's probably the best analogy for anything with layers. Let's peel the layers of this Russian doll, although you don't really peel back layers of dolls. You do lift, you know, half a torso just to reveal the other half. So again, the best really we're peeling the, imagine us just sitting at a potato peeling factory in 1910. We are peeling one layer at a time, but a whole fucking room filled with potatoes. That's a lot of layers, is what I'm trying to say. I don't even know what I'm saying, ladies and gents. The point is that they are digging, and they're going 11K deep is what I read. And then that got me excited, because I'm like, why don't we? Have we been digging deep, dude? How deep did we dig? How thick did we, you know, what's the girth of our hole? Because they say it's not about the length, it's about the girth. You want a good balance of girth and length when it comes to shafts. That's what I say, man. I say, you know, go with like a good, healthy amount of girth, and don't be skimping out on length either. Length and girth. When it comes to the game of shaft, you want the whole shebang. You don't want to just go full length, no girth, or just go fucking, you know, just full girth, no length. Just the girthiest of. That won't work, man. You're going to use the combo. So they're going 11K deep. Does that mean that they're going to like almost kind of poke out the other side of the earth? And then I heard rather I read, actually, because if I heard it, it would have been more interesting if somebody just walked down the street and told me this piece of news. Russia's dug a hole. It's roughly 12K. And then they just continued walking on by. That would have been, it would have been more interesting, but I read it. I shouldn't have said I heard it. I hate to have any sort of discrepancies or any confusion. But that's what it is, man. So people are digging. I think we're trying to dig through. We're trying to dig through. I like the idea, but I'm also of the type that likes to, you know, keep things in, like, you know, you don't want too many holes. You don't want this Earth, because we only do have. You don't want Earth to turn into like something, because like they start digging up. We start digging up. They start digging a hole, and somebody else starts digging a hole. If every country starts digging a hole, going through the Earth, fucking, it'll be Swiss cheese, baby. Again, traveling will probably be a little bit more easier, just because you can fucking, like, it'd be pretty easy, dude, to travel. Especially if you want to do like underground traveling. But I'm just saying, you don't want too many holes, because like we do have the gravity, I think. That's what they say on the streets. But then if we have too many holes, well, like, you know, you don't want like a good gust of wind comes in and it just fucking like shakes everything up, carries us away, perhaps. So things you got to think about. But also, I'm excited. I'd like us to probably start digging holes. Canada, the US, if we've not dug any, can we start digging? But I'm a little bit confused, again, because it says like 11K. They planned on digging for 11K, and then you hear Russia's already dug 12K. But again, does that mean that somebody dug a hole through the Earth and came out the other side? I'm a little bit confused, because the articles are not really clear. It just says 11 or 12K. And I'm like, well, that's approximately the diameter of the Earth. Did we come through, or is it like, do we dig? This is the Earth. Did we like dig, and like, is it 12K straight? Are we doing like a linear fucking digging, or are we doing fucking zigzags, or, you know, U-turns, and like, are we going like in different? Are we digging straight, or are we? I'm assuming digging straight is probably like the first. It's our first couple of digs, first few digs, unless we've been digging for longer and I'm not aware of it, which wouldn't surprise me. I'm sure we've been digging for longer than I've been aware of. Who knows? But the point is, all I'm saying is, like, are we going through the Earth? Is this because, like, isn't the core like really fucking hot? Isn't there like a fireball in the middle of the Earth? And isn't the middle kind of like sort of spinning? Isn't it like a washing machine filled with like hot liquids and magma on a spin cycle? I'm just saying, dude. Ladies and gents, I like to dig holes. I like us to dig holes. I like to go through the Earth if possible. I don't want anybody getting burnt. And I also don't want to, you know, I don't want a hollowed out Earth, because if you start digging too many holes and you start excavating it just crumbles. You don't want the Earth to crumble. I know this is probably the early stages of digging. Land is confusing sometimes, ladies and gents. I'm not gonna lie to you, because like, you have continents and then you have countries which are the good portion of the continents and the countries are technically at the bottom of the oceans, right? Do they connect all the way to the other side? Or is it like an iceberg where it's like 1/3 up top, or 1/4 up top, and then like 3/4 down below? But no, because continents are firm and stable with like plate tectonics move and shit. But like, I'm confused, because I thought about like islands. How are islands not floating all over the place? And you're like, because they are an island in the middle of the ocean. So think of the surface of the island as the, let's say, the branches or the part of the tree that you do see. The branches, the tree trunk, the leaves, the top portion. Anything above water is the top portion of, let's say, a hypothetical tree. Below the tree are the roots. But the ground is firm. But if an island is on water, how deep is the roots of the island? Does it connect all the way down to the other side of see what I mean, man? We need to dig deeper, dude. Like, I don't know what is going on. Because if it's, am I the only one why don't islands float more or less? I guess they are connected to the bottom of the ocean? I don't know. I feel like they should float, if anything, because it's a little bit sus. Like when you see a fucking like teeny, like countries and continents make sense. They're stable, they're, cemented in bedrock. Rockin' my baby. Bedrock, baby. But I don't get islands. Islands are a mystery, man. Because this little tiny piece of land, and it would make it have a tiny little piece of, the roots would be tiny, like there's water splooshin all over the place. You're like, how did, like the base of a continent or a country is girthy, it's massive, but a tiny island with all the currents, how does it remain in, get out of here, whatever, dude, just friggin' science. That's what I'm saying, ladies and gents. Things are happening, but like, okay, so China's digging a hole. A lot of things are happening simultaneously. The reason why we're going to go into this, all of this, is to, again, just to let you know that have fun out there. Life is precious. Have fun, because like that's what it is. Simultaneously, we have Russia and Ukraine going at it for like, God, the longest, mostly, it's like, oh, flip a coin already. Jeez, flip a couple of coins. Let's drink, let's friggin', let's have caviar, boys. Let's get naked in our Speedos and go fight a couple of dolphins together. You know what I mean? Let's go to the Antarctica, put on a couple of furry hats and just all slap your nipples, you pull mine, and we're all fucking, just a bunch of, let's have a Slavic sit down, baby. Let's all kneel down, fucking just ass to the ground, cigs in hand, and let's talk this out over a couple of shots of vodka, davai. But so that's happening, it's ongoing. China's digging a hole. The United States government, somebody came out recently, said apparently we have alien spacecrafts in our position. I don't want to hear more of it until I see, like, just if you're gonna, like, because that's the thing, you can't, do we or do we not, dude? Do we or do we not? It seems like there's something out there, but then again, I don't know what it is. It could all just be, whatever's going on, because that's you hear things. Apparently, the thing that, I take it back. I'd like to hear more. Fuck it, I take it back. Whatever you got, put it on the table. Is it speculation? Is it hearsay? Is it shearsay? Is it fearsay? What is it? Because, like, do we have alien spacecrafts? Because that's somebody said that this is printed and it's apparently like legit, but we've not seen the actual spacecrafts, parts of the spacecraft. And if the spacecraft, we've got intact spacecrafts or parts of a spacecraft, do we have aliens here on Earth right now at this moment? If you have pieces of unless they were not manned or aliens, unless they were just like fucking drone aliens, or alien drones rather. But do we have like a loose arm? Do we have an alien penis just laying around? 6 alien penises from one alien body laying around? Is that, you know what I mean? Just a limb with 6 penises on it, and we're like, what is this? It's how they fuck, dude. They got 6 penises. I think, I don't know, I've not seen it. But I'm just saying, what's out there, man? Because apparently now we got alien tech in position. Okay, so we got alien tech in position, which is nice. So keep all this in mind, right? Russia, Ukraine, right? A lot of instability in that region, kind of little by little, just like, oh, what's going on? This is crazy. What is the end game, right? That's going on. And then China's drilling fucking, it's like, China's going like knock knock. the Earth is going like, oh, let me open the door. Who's there? And then China is going like raw dog in the Earth right now, just fucking right there, and just like a turtle on a shoe, just fucking like going at the Earth, dude. And then North Korea is just fucking launching missiles, just fucking launching. So that's going on. That's going on. We have alien tech apparently. That's going on. And then you hear in the Middle East that Iran apparently has hypersonic. But no actual sign of it. No, like nobody's seen nothing. They said it though. They have hypersonic weapons, and then it's little by little. This thing. I'm just and I'm just saying this is Wednesday. It's June the 7th. Whatevs, dude. Like it's just what it is. Like, but I'm just saying, simultaneously, a lot of things are happening. I feel like it feels like, and again, you see the wildfires going in. And this morning I woke up. Went out on the balcony for a little smoke and a coffee. I saw a bird fly by, dropped a couple of droppings. I saw the same bird or a bird similar to it fly by, drop droppings yesterday as well. And then I got back inside, and then eventually I went back outside again this morning, and then another bird. So I've seen what I'm trying to say in the past 36 hours is I've seen 3 birds literally fly in the pretty much same exact location and drop droppings, like right in front of me. But once, okay, the random friggin' bird dropping droppings, but 3 birds dropping droppings, and you're like, what is it? Nothing really. It's just bird droppings. There's a lot of smoke in the air. I'm just trying to make sense of it all. It's like, oh, what is this? Everything is, a lot of times it's like, what is this? Is it fog of war? Is it? I don't even know what that means, dude. I literally don't even know what that means. I'm just saying. You hear hypersonic weapons. You hear alien tech. You hear somebody going to the Earth, and yeah, I'm just saying it's Wednesday, but let's for positive mindset. Let's say hypersonic weapons. So hyper, let's break it down, means not still. It's just fucking go. Can't sit still. Chooses perhaps not to stay focused on one topic. It's not that he can't. Chooses. Difference. God. Chooses to go, hyper. It's all over the place. Sonic of sound. Like the video game, although it was a hedgehog, so I guess the video game's not the greatest way to explain it. It's basically hyper, meaning hyper, it's quick, dude. It is bang, bang, boom, fast is what it is. Sonic, sound, hypersonic, faster than the speed of sound. Because everybody's trying to get that shit. Everybody's trying to fucking go, ooh, look at these rockets. Look at these shafts. So it just feels like any day I feel like we could have something that'll spill over from somewhere, somebody doing a little extra something. But at the same rate, I feel confident because out of all the scenarios that I just explained to y'all, I feel like if I were given an option between having to choose, which would you rather have on your side? Drilling into the Earth, having that capability of just going to the Earth and just fucking just dry too. God, you know how much lube you're gonna need for that? Ha! So if I were given that option versus alleged hypersonic weapons, smog, and then access to alien tech, potential alien tech, I'd go alien tech, dude. That trumps all. So overall, I feel good about it because I think if it comes down to it, I feel like it's in our position now, dude. We got it. I feel like. And that's fucking, you never know, dude. We might just fucking, I personally won't do anything, but it feels good to be like, yes, alien tech. Or something. I don't even know, dude. But I'm just saying, fucking, let's start digging. let's start. Also, it's, just, it's good to, it's good to be prepared, but also there's certain things you can't prepare for, son. There's certain things you can't prepare for. There's certain things you can prepare for. I'm just saying it's exciting times to be alive and kicking. And if I were like, I'm just saying, dude, you can have fun with different things, dude. If I had access to friggin' alien tech, dude, ladies and gents, if I had access to an alien spaceship right now, let's take it out for a spin, first of all. Put it on the highway. Let's go. Let's, you know what I mean? Fucking, you're like, I like to work on a little bit. There's a little bit of the wing, the side wing's a little bit fucking messed up. I like to buff it out a little bit. Get monochromatic paint on that bad boy, mix a couple of dyes, friggin' like, go half yellow, half purple, just like, oh, it's, you like to touch it up before you bring it out for a second. Just bring it out, dude. Bring it out, lady. If it's fucking like, even if it can't like physically get out there on its own, put it on wheels. And let's get a couple of those ladies and gents, the ones that we talked about earlier, to strap on a couple of ropes with hooks attached at the end of it, and then attach the ropes with the hooks to their genitalia, i.e. penis, i.e. vagina, and then just have the strong men and women pull out the alien spaceship out of the... Let's see it, is all I'm saying, dude. Quit talking about it. Let's see it already if it's out there. God. But I guess you gotta mentally prepare people. You gotta mentally prepare people. Pepper it in, but like prepare people by peppering it in. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we've been peppered enough. We've been peppered. This seasoning is ample. You don't want to over season with too much peppering, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, classic boy gets lost in the middle of the jungle and gets an alien finger up his asshole, comes back 6-7 months later, and he's got glowing skin, and everybody's like, where were you, Jimmy? And he's like, aliens, and everybody's like, yeah, and we've all heard of that story. Classic boy cried, alien finger up my ass, and nothing to show for it, is what I'm saying. Because you don't want it to go down that. And other similar stories have been, of course, told concerning boys and wolves. I don't know how that one went. I think it was a boy trying to make friends with wolves. Did it work out? Who knows? Who knows? The point is, ladies and gentlemen, the point is that we are on the brink of something feels like a brew in the atmosphere, is all I'm saying. Then again, there's always something brewing. So it's just exciting to think about these things. I'm just excited. If there is alien tech, I'm stoked for it. But also, low key, that does kind of mean that's like where it's the end of like us being top dog, which fucking, we had a good run. I do feel like I should go and like fucking like just go have a couple of chats with like random wood animals, like, creatures of the, just go find a fox and just fucking like start, find a couple of squirrels, find a couple of loose cats and dogs, and be like, start building those relationships, so strengthen those relationships a little bit more. And because we're gonna have to pick a side, man. It's us versus, unless they're like super strong, then it's, then it's us and them versus all these creatures here. I don't even know, dude. It's exciting. If need be, if we gotta go out there and, shave a couple of nutsacks and, wax a couple of assholes and labias and get prepared to start mating with a new species. I just want to let you all know that I'll do it. I know. This is crazy, essentially, because I've not seen what they look like. This is essentially the blindest of blind dates, ladies and gentlemen. Why else would they come if they don't want to fuck? So, no mouth stuff. I'm not promising mouth stuff right off the bat. But if they're here, and if they want it, let them know. I guess I already did. I'm here. Ready to fucking... But also, I don't want it to be like... I should probably inform myself a little bit before going in, you know? Like, I don't want it to be like one of those like situations where we make love and then it fucking stabs me with like a little hook. Fucking a hook comes out of its backside and just fucking kills me while I'm trying to mate. Intergalactic sexing, baby. I'm trying to one small load for man, really tiny load for this guy. One. What you see in porn isn't even real, dude. One average size load for man. No, wait. One regular load for this guy. One regular load for man. For me. One giant load for mankind. That feels good. Yeah, I'll hit him with the back shot, baby. I'll hit him with the back shot. Like, I won't hesitate. Fucking right there. If that's what they want, dude. I will build relationships. We are building bridges. If they've come here and they've crashed, they must be thirsty. They must be hungry. Probably horny. Tired. You know, so that's what I say. That's what I say. I'm like the friggin' Statue of Liberty for aliens, dude. Fucking like, bring me your whatever. I still haven't really read the bottom portion of that thing. I probably should go and bring me your tired and weary hearts, souls. Rest your weary hearts and souls right here on my chest, babies. Right here is what I'll say to the aliens. So if you're out there like they are waiting to come out and say hello. Well, we need some. So I will not I will not fucking alien if it's gonna fucking hook me in the back and lay its eggs in me so that I could be utilized as a incubator for alien babies, so that when the babies are born, they hatch inside me, and then once they hatch out of the egg, they start. I'm not gonna be the first thing that these creatures are gonna feed off of. I don't know how the wording goes. They're like, we're essentially all one. We're all one soup of just mixture of chemicals, but it's foreign. I'm uncomfortable. I'm not gonna say like this is what I'm not like. I watch regular hairy porn like anybody else does, dude. That's you look in my iPad, hairy porn, females with bushes. That's no tentacle porn for this guy. So I'm not one of those fellas. And no shaming anybody's game out here, but I'm just saying I've not been the type that's been like, yes, let's put it go. I'm just saying from a humanitarian perspective, from a philanthropic perspective, because a lot of times people are like, man, you got to really start thinking ahead and like, how do you fucking want to give back? I'll take one for the team. I'll take a couple for the team. And that's the thing, yo. We always suppose they're gonna be fucking ugly, uggos, just fucking. Oh man, I hope. I'm sorry if you are hearing this, and if you're alien, we don't know what y'all look like. But I'm just putting it out there. But what if they're fucking like? What if they're fine? What if they're a toy, baby? What if they're fucking like just? Maybe they're not even that different. Maybe they're just like fucking better, just tighter. They fucking come in there just tight, dude. Breast assists. 2 breast assists, but fucking tight. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe they beat fucking. Maybe it's just like the little minuscule like human things, like fucking sneezing, fucking hiccups. Maybe they got no hiccups, dude. Maybe they cured hiccups. Maybe they don't fart at all. Maybe they never have heartburn. Just regular shit. Maybe their stomach doesn't grumble. Maybe they don't fart. Maybe they're, why do our nails even grow? You know what, just stay there, just stay intact. What if it's just like little things? What if it's like the perfect fucking, what if it's like a 1,000,000-year-old human being that's figured out nail growth, hiccups, yeah, all the little things, and they're just tight, dude, fucking perfect breast assists, the pointiest of nips and the rightest of directions. I still haven't really figured out, like slightly up, let's be honest. Downwards, it's fine too. Elongated and downwards, you know, regular, fine. Like regular tits are, geez, I'm already getting excited for future like alien tits, dude. I'll say that. And you know, what if yeah, maybe their cocks are like just all out throughout their, maybe they're all fucking like, you know, 6.5, 7 inches, fucking like just perfect fucking 7-inch cocks with no line down the scrotum, just the fucking, just, you know, or no, you know what? Probably no balls, just the shaft. Because why would you, if you're designing it from a fucking designer architect perspective, why would you leave those delicates just hanging out in the wow? Oh, most precious, most delicate part of the male human, but just let it fucking, you know. So I'm saying maybe maybe it's just shaft for them, dude. Better yet, maybe it's like, maybe it's, I don't know how it would get better from there. It doesn't get any better than that. That's basically as far as I can push it right now. But all I'm saying is I'm ready. And in any other scenarios, if you need your boy, you need somebody to fucking go dig a hole, dude. Because like they're digging from the other side. We want to be digging from this side, dude. And oh my God, it's like, oh my God, what is happening? It's like, oh, our shafts are gonna be, shaft to shaft, baby. We're going shaft to shaft. We should probably like let each other know in which direction we're digging to. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to like dig into each other. You know what I mean? Somebody's like going on a particular angle and you're going on, and oh my God, and, oh fucking crisscross, and then everybody, oh my God, the shafts are crumbling. We've cross shaft, and nobody likes a mismanaged crossed shaft sesh, baby. Whether it's just regular cross, you know, it can happen in any scenario. Nobody likes shafts to cross when you're not ready. A bathroom at a club, everybody's a little loose. Everybody's had a couple of in them. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to just take a regular leak. Next thing you know, oh, the crossing of the shafts. What happened there? Did not ask for it. Thank you very much, fella. But if it's, you know, but I'm just saying. Ladies and gentlemen, the other day, just yesterday, as a matter of fact, I did, you know, this is, you're wondering who's this for. First of all, who isn't this for? It's for everyone. It's for the ones without the voices. It's for the ones that stand in the shower and urinate on a regular basis in the shower. Are you a pisser? Do you piss in the shower? This is for you. A lot of times people like to single out people and say, hey, you, what are you doing there? And that's what they do, man. Put labels on people, put people in boxes and whatever. So this is the one for the aching hearts. This is the one for the you know, Lone Star Ranger out there. This is the one for the Betty with the broken heart. This is the one for the lady with the long tits. You know what I'm talking about? Oh man, they always made fun of you because your tits were fucking just like coming out like large tubes. How did that be cool? You are cool essentially if you have elongated, just long breasts, because we've seen all sorts of it in this vicinity. Round, a little bit droopy, a little bit to the side, firm, whatever, but like elongated boobs. This is for that lady right there. So yeah, if you're in the shower like me and you happen to, you know, take a leak in the shower, because that's what it's there for. The drain is right there. The hot water is running down your body. As a matter of fact, if you resist pissing in the shower while there is hot water running all over you, I'm gonna go say let's you know what I mean? This is borderline. I'm concerned. Do we need to have a talk? Hot water running down your body. You're telling me you're not gonna piss in the shower, dude. Lady, I'm just saying. So I did that. I does it on a regular, but the other day I felt like, let me feel the temperature of my piss. I don't normally do this, but I did reach out and I cupped it. I cupped a little bit of it. Cupped a little bit of my own piss, I'm not gonna lie. Because it was right there. It's right there. And it felt warm, but a little bit too warm. You know what I mean? And it got me thinking, kept me up at nighttime, rolling around. I'm like, why, God, why? It's one of those, they say some mysteries remain unsolved, and perhaps this will be one of them, but I'm just like, my body temp is like room temp, regular room temp. Why is the pee inside my body like, it feels really hot? Why? And I'm just, from a energy expenditure perspective, of course, from a scientific angle, I'm just like, why am I spending all this time heating up this liquid that nobody really has any, we don't get, it's not valuable. Like I'm tossing it out. That's out there. We're all just like willy-nilly fucking getting rid of energy. I'm just like, here, I don't want this, not for me, get it out of here. Why am I spending time heating it up then? Why am I heating this liquid up? Because I'm like, because heat is essentially, it's energy. You need energy to heat shit up. So it just reminded me that piss is warm, and again, perhaps future species of other, similar but different kinds of human species, perhaps that is one thing that they've too managed to master, room temp piss. Because I don't want to be wasting all this, and who knows, the energy that I could be using on warming up my piss could be utilized to, God knows, warm up so many other things, or just, help out a couple extra brain cells, think a little better. Who knows? Why am I heating up something that I'm getting rid of? Like, that doesn't make sense. It was hot, dude. Because hot water was running down, but the piss, when I was palming it, felt warmer than the actual hot water, which was like, overall it was nice, I'm not complaining. But I'm saying, if I can get and I'm trying to work on it, I'm on top of this shit. I'm getting with think tanks. I'm going to all the big think tanks. I'm going to Oxford. I'm going to Harvard. I'm going to friggin' Berkeley, dude. I'm going to all the Ivy League schools, no league schools. I'm going to just regular leagues, no schools, dude. I'm trying to get everybody to like come in here and like, let's get room temp piss. I'm gotta be careful because you don't want to go like too cold either. I don't want my core temperature to drop because like now we've gone like messed around too much. Now my piss is cold. I don't want to be pissing icicles. I don't want it to be so cold so that it clogs up my urethra because it's too cold. Perhaps that's why they kept it warm, so that it's like built-in antifreeze. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wherever you are, I hope that you too are thinking about all of this, the important stuff, and the silliness of it. It's fantastic is what it is. It's fantastic. I love you. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully we can all figure a way out to use things to better each other's lives and go faster in different directions and drill a lot of holes in this ground, aka tap that mother nature. You feel me? Spit on it, because you don't want to go fucking like, you don't want to go out there and hurt yourself. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, where can you find these videos? Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Once again, they are dropped on Instagram. Follow me there if you like. Subscribe on YouTube for the full-length videos. Check out patreon.com/RobSadri if you're the type that likes to fiscally give back. If you're like, man, I like where this is going, I like to give back, where can I go to get more of it, more or less of it? Because literally, it's all available for you on YouTube. Patreon is basically there to help facilitate the growth of this show. If you're like, will I get any, you get it all, because that's what I'm a giver. I'm a people pleaser. I will sit here and make sure you're having a good time, because I don't know what it is. Who knows? So many things, which we will get to one teeny tiny step at a time. I love y'all. Have fun out there. Talk about it. And let's let's really work on, giving everybody the same opportunity to give AIDS, take AIDS, give and take AIDS. Think about that one. I'll talk to y'all very soon. Love y'all. Peace out.